everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you from the student's point of view how to do a Flipgrid. Now there are multiple ways that a teacher could potentially share their Flipgrid with you, and so I'm going to attempt to show you at least some of the different ways, and hopefully you'll get the gist of it regardless of which way they've shared it. So the first thing, of course, is they're going to need to be able to log into their My Apps. I have a separate video on how to do that, but once they're in My Apps, you can see that the three that I've chosen to do are going to be Teams, Class Dojo, and just clicking on Flipgrid. Now if they just click on Flipgrid, your teacher should have a join code. They can type that in. I've made mine Vale 18. When they do that, it's going to say which one do you want to do, join with Google, join with Microsoft. Choose join with Microsoft. And even though you say remember me, it won't remember you. And then you select your student, and voila, you're inside, and there's all the different assignments that I've created or that are part of this group. Okay? So the next one is if the teacher has shared it in Teams. So once it's shared in Teams, they'll see it appear right here inside of their Teams channel. And so they click on this, and voila, they're back to the exact same spot. And the last and final one is if they have shared it via Class Dojo. And I've given two different examples here of how you can share it. The first one is just going to take me to the basic splash page of Flipgrid for that particular group. And then they can see all the assignments for that group. This one is the specific assignment that you can go to. So if I click on this one, you can see that I'm at that specific assignment. If I click on this one, let's see, should have been, oh, it's because I only have that one assignment. Well, either way, that's what it was for. But anyways, if it's in Class Dojo, you'll have a link. If it's in Teams, you'll have a link. And then, of course, if you go to Flipgrid, you're going to have to log in with a team code. So that's the gist of what I was trying to get at. Anyways, once you're there, the student's going to see this assignment. And then they're going to have the option to, now with this particular Flipgrid, I've added a video. I've added in a link. So if your teacher has done those two things, then you'll see them here. If they haven't, all you'll see is record a response and the instructions that they've left here on what they're supposed to do. So if the teacher recorded a video, you click on the little play thing. And I'm not going to play it so that I'm not talking over myself, but here's a video that a teacher could potentially include. Once you're done watching the video, you close it. Now let's say that, for example, they want you to read a story and give your response to and use the beginning, middle, and end. And here's the book that you're supposed to read. I click on that. It dumps me into Journeys. Now, when I go to Journeys for the first time, it's going to put me on the very first page. And so hopefully the teacher has included what page number that your assignment's on. I go to the next page by clicking on this arrow over here. I click on the Go To page. Now my teacher told me that it's 107. It's about a spider and a fly. And there it is. Diary of a Spider. Okay? And now I can navigate by pressing Next and back. I can also go Page View and do that so that it looks like a regular book. And then when I go to the next page, I can read it like a book. Okay? So I go through and I read my story like my teacher asked me to. Then I go back to my Flipgrid. Okay? I've now watched my video. I've looked at my link. It's now time for me to record a response. So I click on Record a Response. Now, if you haven't done this before, you're going to have to give Flipgrid permission to use your microphone and your camera. So I'm going to say Allow. And the reason I haven't been using my little camera is because only one device can use your camera at a time. So if it's being used for something else like Zoom or something, it will not allow you to use it in Flipgrid as well. Okay, so also my teacher has set my time limit to 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's how long I have to record my video. It'll cut me off after that. So now you can see I have my video. There's me. I can also do all the little effects. It depends on what my teacher has allowed. If my teacher has allowed everything as I have on this particular assignment, then I can do all sorts of cool frames. I can do emojis. And again, these may or may not be disabled for your student. And if they are disabled, it's probably because sometimes they're kind of distracting. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do. So anyways, depending on what your teacher has asked you to do and what they are expecting from you, then that will determine what type of effects that you're going to be able to use or modify. So, okay. Anyways, I won't go into the depth of those. So I've got everything set up now. I've got my text. I've got my whatever splash things. Now I'm ready to respond. Now, I read my story. They wanted me to do a beginning, middle, and end. And let's say, oh, you know what? I'm not sure exactly what I want to say. Up here, you have add a sticky note. On the sticky notes, you will see this, but the person who's watching your video will not. It disappears once you're done. So it's like putting a sticky note to remind yourself what to say. So my teacher said I need to talk about the beginning of the... Oh, it's okay if I spell it wrong because no one's going to see this but me. Beginning of the story. And then I can even put notes in there for myself saying Spider tells his story about being friends. Middle of the story. What it's like to visit friends. And end of story. I don't know. Misconceptions about spiders. Okay? So anyways, now I have my notes there to help me to remember what I want to say during Flipgrid. The teacher will never see these notes and what I've written here. They'll only see what is here in the background. Okay? So I'm ready to go. I've got my notes. I've got all my cool splash page stuff that's made me interested, and now I'm engaged as a student because I created my super cool whatever I've done. And so here we go. So I go click on that. It's going to count me down. Okay, now I'm going to follow my notes. Well, at the beginning of the story, Spider starts talking as if he's doing a journal entry, and then at the middle of the story, he talks about what it's like to visit the different friends like Worm and his fly friend and all that other stuff. At the end of the story, he talks about how he wishes people wouldn't think that all spiders bite and that they're not scary and that he's actually very friendly. Okay, so now I've fulfilled what I needed to do. So now I can hit next. I should. And now I'm going to follow my notes. Well, at the beginning of the story, spiders... So it's giving me an opportunity now to review what I did. You can also hit pause and then start recording again. If you watch it and realize you left out something, you can hit add more. And now it's going to give me back to here where I can record again. Anyways, but I'm happy with what I have, so I hit next. And I'm going to follow my notes. There it is again. Well, at the beginning of the story... So I'm happy with what I've got, or I can add to it either way. So now I hit next. And now it's time to take a selfie so that I can, this is what will show on the list of all the different students who have done this assignment. This one is actually one of my kids' favorite things to do. So they do all kinds of crazy poses. Oh, that was a little bit too crazy, but that's okay. It's good enough. And then you can also add extra effects to it if you want, like the black and white and other things like that, to make it even cooler. Again, this is something that it depends on if your teacher has allowed it or not as to whether those things will be visible. So I go next, uploading your video. Now, typically I leave these blank, but if you want to, you can link something. If you, like, say, want to reference something that you're talking about in your video, you can also do a title. My response to the spider diary. Okay? And I say submit. Yay, I get all the little fireworks. It means that I did it correctly. So I say complete. And now you can see if I refresh my page, there's my response. And now you'll start seeing it fill up with other students. Now, depending on what your teacher has activated, you can like other people's videos and your own video. So then if you see a bunch of other students, you can watch theirs. If the teacher's enabled that, you can like theirs. If the teacher wants you to have a discussion about other kids' videos, then you can click here and allow you to record a video. Well, there's the video. And then you can add a comment. When you click on this, it's not a typed comment, it's a video comment. So let's say I want to do a video response to this one. So basically we're having a video discussion. So I click add comment. And then I have the same restrictions. So I say, and I can also, of course, still do the effects and everything. So if I want to do mine in black and white or something like that, I can. Or in sepia. Where'd the sepia one go? Anyways, doesn't matter. I can do whatever kind of response that I want to do and all the crazy filters. So let's say I want to do the secret agent one. And so I do that and I say, hey man, your video was really cool. I absolutely loved it. It was like the best video ever. Okay, so I say next. Hey man, your video was really cool. Okay, you get to do it. Next. And then you do the selfie just like you did before. I can turn that effect off so you can actually see who I am. And next, there we go. And once again, you can title it, link it, all that kind of stuff. And there it is. I've done it complete. And now, not only do I have a... and I'm going to follow my notes. So not only do we have a video that a student has created, but then your students can respond to those videos by... And again, that depends on if the teacher has activated that particular feature. They may or may not, but in case they do, that is how you do that. And again, if you want to like the things, you can click here, or if you want to comment, that's there. So, anyways, and that's it. You're all done. You can go back and see the assignments that you have, but that's pretty much the gist of the Flipgrid. If you have any questions, just let us know.